Hey guys, Hobby Nut Models having their annual holiday sale, November 23rd through December 31st of 2023. So check out Hobby Nut's website at hobbynutmodels.com for more details. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we are on our Street Machine group build. Yes sir. I had put this on the shelf for a while. I got busy with some other projects, all that good stuff. And anyways, it's time to get it done. Running out of time. Well, I got a little time left. Yeah, so Jason's hosting this down at Blue Ox Models. So very cool group build. Like I say, I got mine pretty much done on this one. I just got to finish wrapping the car up. But in the video here, I'm going to show you, I started doing the bare metal foil on the rear window. It just wasn't working out as good as I'd like to see. I did paint the car a couple times. I didn't strip it as good as it should have been probably. I did a little bit of sanding on it. And I think I took some of the mold lines out of it a little too much. So it's kind of hard to bare metal foil. So I cheated a little bit. I used the model tool pen. It still looks okay, but it's just got one of those things I got to learn to be careful because, you know, everybody always wants to pick the car up, you know, by the windows. And that model tool pen, everybody knows, it will not make it past probably 3 or 4 times picking it up. It'll be empty. So all that good stuff. Other than that, did some white letter tires. Got some stickers from STS, some decals. And picked them up when we were down at the Detroit Model Show a few weeks ago. And I'll show you on video. I put them on. Those look really nice. And they turned out good. And then put the tires on the car. So, other than that, let's take you over to the bench. And let's get started on this thing. Alright guys, so we get this piece put on here. We're going to start on the bottom. I'm just going to show you... Actually, you know what? We're going to start on the top. We're going to do this here. We're going to just work our way down. So I'm just going to show you just one piece of this, and then I will do the rest of it, and I'll bring you back once we get it done, so I don't bore you to death, because for me, I like doing this stuff. I know a lot of guys, not the favorite for them, but for me, I like it. Just so you know, it's not fair, it's just one of those things. I just kind of pull it in the corner a little bit so that way it folds in nice. Kind of like wrapping a present. I suck at wrapping presents, so we'll see how this goes. So this has had a few coats of paint on it, you know, with primer and everything else. So I see some of the body molding isn't quite as dominant as it should be, because I did lay the clear on pretty heavy. I don't know why I did that, but so nice that is, how thin that is on the inside. That's a nice thing about just putting little strips on there, so you have the big wad of it on the interior side. So what we're going to do is just start by cutting it here. Just take your time, you don't have to rush it through. Careful. Move all the way around. Something like that. I think that should work pretty good. Okay, I got some trusty tweezers here. It all goes well. It should have cut pretty good. Yes. Okay. So it's piece number 1. So I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to do the rest of it, and I'll bring you back, and I'll get the rest of this done. Please hold. So I kind of cheated on my bare metal foil. I did the back window. The problem is I did this paint job a couple times and I sanded it because I stripped it, but I sanded it a little bit because a lot of the stripping didn't come off. So the edging on this wasn't that great. So it was really hard for me to follow that because I think I got a little too heavy on the sanding on the sides. So I just cheated and used the bare metal foil on the back, and I just did Molotol on the front. I mean, it's not the best. It's not my best work. I'm going to put it that way. But it's on there. So that's where we're at with this. So I'm going to put this off the side. I'm working on the tires. So these are the tires out of the 5.0 Drag Mustang. Tires and rims. These tires, I have no idea what they're off from. They're just in my tire bin. But these are the rims. So I took the rims. I painted the centers with LP13, some Tamiya lacquer, and a couple of these have a couple coats already. I think this one and this one, these have 2 coats. These need to be done yet. So I sanded these down. I probably could use a little bit more, but these tires are kind of concave, so they're kind of hard to sand. You know, so I'll just have to position them to where kind of the sanding part's on the bottom, I guess. And other than that, I want to put some tire decals on here. So when I was down in Detroit Model Show, I bought these stickers from STS. And these are Firestone tire stickers. I've never used these before. So we're going to give them a try here and see how they work. They look fantastic. So what we're going to do is cut that off because I can see that being an issue down the road. So, because I want to save that packaging for them. When they're not using them, put them back. Okay, I'm not saving that packaging because they're like really hard to get out. They'll go in a Ziploc baggie. How about that? There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got enough to do 12 sets of tires. That's very cool. So obviously we just take the front row up top here. We'll go from there. Give me a straight edge here amongst all my garbage. Actually, I think I'll start at the bottom. That way it leaves that logo up there for me. Oh, we got there. Should be alright. Boy, those are hard to see being it's on the white. So what I was told with these decals is the decals are one piece. They're not separated like your decals you'd find from a model kit or anything. So you have to cut the decals pretty close. Apparently this blade sucks. I'll try one more time. A little more down pressure. Okay, that was pretty heavy and it still didn't cut. Alright, I'll try this knife. Oh yeah. Probably why I wasn't doing justice on the bare metal foil. Alright, so we're going to put these up. Now, I was told that these need to be cut close to the decal. So what I'm going to do is probably use scissors. Like I say, they're kind of hard to see just because they are tire decal. So we'll split them up. And I'll do another one here. Another one here. Alright, so we'll try this out here. I think this will turn out pretty good. Like I said, I love white lettered tires. I'm a white lettered tire fan. Okay, we'll try that. We'll see what that looks like. Alright guys, it's trivia time. What year did Firestone and Goodyear debut the raised white letter tire? Was it A, 1965, B, 1966, C, 1967, or was it D, 1968? Let's get back to the video. So I don't remember what model kit it was, but I had decals for the tires and I threw them away because I didn't realize they were on the sheet. So we'll do this, let it sit for a second, and we'll check that out in a minute. So the other reason I did this, I put the tires in here while sanding it, so I put the tires in first. Two reasons: it was easier to hold on to them to paint it, and second, when I put these decals on, I don't want to have to ruin the decal trying to push the tire in, you know what I mean? So I figured it'd be easier to do it that way. Let's see how this is doing here. Shouldn't take too long to do these. Check an edge here. So I was told these are very, 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 very thin. Alright, we'll try this out here. How cool is that? That looks really good. I like how the lettering, I mean, I know it's not probably supposed to be like that, but I like how the lettering's a little faded on the side, so it kind of gives a little more character to it. All right, check that out. Those are nice. Those are really, really thin. I can see where they're talking about how thin they are, because where I cut the edge, I can't hardly even see that. That looks really nice. So we'll see what that looks like when that dries a little bit. This will be one of our tires for the, and they give you this, she gave this to me when we're down at the show. She gave it a little paintbrush to help smooth them out. Very cool. And I was told do not put any microsol on it. Just let them do that because they're so thin. Alright, here we go. Looks pretty good. Actually look pretty cool underneath this bad boy. Oh yeah, that look good. That look nice. Okay, we got the other ones done. We'll see how that goes. So before we start the other ones, make sure we're getting the water down here. I'll just do the same thing, just cut it out and good to go. When we cut this out and we'll bring it back, we'll do one more. Okay guys, so we got the one tire done. That's almost dry. That's looking really, really good. That looks pretty sharp. So we're going to do another one here. So I think this is the one I give a second coat. So the backing on this paper is pretty thick. I mean, so they recommend you 20 seconds. So my water is really not that, it's probably room temperature. I guess it's not warm. So we're going to let that set for a minute, and it's going to be our next candidate here. So I'll take it a few seconds to get that glue going. And we're going to take some maltol. This one's pretty much done, so while that's doing its thing, we'll do this real quick here, unless they're still wet. That's pretty good. So that wheel's done. Alright, we'll see if that decal's ready to slide. My problem I have, me personally, is I have a hard time holding on to stuff, so I gotta kind of use the towel as my guide here. Check the corner, see if she's ready to go. Almost. I think it's about there. Alright, we're good to go here. We're ready to slide. You know, this is where I need some decal tweezers. See how this works out here. Very nice. Those are nice decals. Real thin. Lay down a little better down there. Perfect. Cool as that. Now this tire has a little bit of a ridge on it, so the only bad thing, there's goods and bads about that. One, it helps align the decal because I just put the ridge right in the middle of the lettering, so I know it's lined up pretty much on the money. I guess that's about the only plus is that. So there's a front wheel. That looks pretty good. We'll check that out, see how that looks in there. Oh yeah, those look good. But I think that looks pretty cool. Alright guys, I'll get the other ones done. So those decals are pretty nice. I'd recommend them. They are thin, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I'll tell you what, this one's pretty much dry and you really can't see that outline per se, you know. I think they're pretty cool. So I give those a thumbs up. I'll put a link to their website down below if you guys want to check them out. They're out of Kentucky, so I do know that because they were at the show, and they were also at the Atlanta show, so very good. All right, I'm gonna get the other side done. Like I say, the only thing I see, this one's a little faded. See on the end there, like it didn't print as good. But that's okay. I like that because it gives it kind of that little patina look there, if you will. All right, I'm going to get the rest of these painted and get these put together. And we'll see what they look like in the end. All right, guys, so we got these decals done. Tell you what, these look really nice. I like these a lot. They dry good. They look good. Yeah, so those are pretty nice. Very thin. I mean, very, very thin. And they, like I say, there's a line on this tire, and that wick down really good against that. So pretty slick. So like I say, these are STS decals. Yeah, they're pretty good. So like I say, this sheet here, it come with a lot of them. So like I say, I just use the 4th and bottom. Like I say, that way I can kind of keep that piece on the top. So now these are just going to Ziploc baggie to save them. So these are ready to go in the car. Trivia time. What year was raised white letters introduced? If you said C, 1967, you are correct. All right, let's get back to the video. So we got the back valance in, some tail lights, all that good stuff. So they're ready to go, and the body's pretty much done at this point. So we have the interior almost pretty much done. I just got to put the shifter in it. I still did not find a steering wheel and all that good stuff. So this guy can get mated in here, and so on and so on. And we get the body put on it, and we'll wrap this thing up. We'll move on to the next one. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I thought I'd show you these tires. I thought they're pretty cool looking. So, you know, if you're also looking for white lettered tires and whatnot, go down to Hobby Nut Models, check out Mark's inventory. All right, guys, once again, I appreciate you checking out the channel and all that good stuff. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And hit the bell icon. You'll get the latest and greatest. I try to put up a video at least one a week, sometimes 2. Depends how froggy I'm feeling. All that good stuff. So, once again, I appreciate it, and we will see you guys on the next build. You guys have a good one, and thanks for watching.